Hello again. In this video I am going to be doing another program flip. This time it is for the 2005 Big Day Out. So let's get started. Alright, so the Illustrated Family Doctor. Sounds like a film. Yeah, definitely a film. Can't say I've seen it, so no opinion there. Regurgitator, one of my all-time favourite bands. There will be some Regurgitator content coming up very soon in this video, so stay tuned for that. And there they are advertising their new album at the time, which was Mishmash, which was recorded at Band in the Bubble in Fed Square in Melbourne. Now there's the contents there, all the stuff. Alright, 2005 CD out now. There you go, there's the track listing. Some really cool bands, really cool songs. There's a little welcome there from Ken West, the director and producer of The Big Day Out. Alright, health and safety information. Probably did not pay attention to any of this at the time, just went and had fun. Fasterlouder.com. Go see photos of your favourite bands from The Big Day Out 2005. Alright, Dirty Dog, sunglasses. Thank you. Alright, now here's the bands. Slipknot, new album at the time. Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses, great album. And saw them play at the Big Day Out, they were really good. Some more artists. Beastie Boys, another one of my all-time favourite bands. Shattered, I never got to see them. Shattered, I only got to see them the one time. I would have loved to have seen them more than once. But I'm just glad I got to see them at least once in my life. But yeah, they're one of my all-time favourite bands. Love them very much. And rest in peace, MCA. You're missed every day. Now over the page, Sarah Blasco. I like her, she's cool. Blues Explosion. Bright Eyes. John Butler Trio, saw them at the Big Day Out. Butterfingers, I am a fan of them, but I don't think I saw them at the Big Day Out for some reason. Maybe they clashed with someone. Chemical Brothers. Pleasure Enhancing Lubricant. The Cops. Oh, HMV, back in the day. Some cool stuff there. Powderfinger, Streets, Eskimo Joe, Slipknot, Grinspoon, Beastie Boys. Big Day Out CD. DJ Carl Cox. What I always loved about the Big Day Out was that it just had such a crazy eclectic lineup. You know, it had everything from heavy metal, punk rock, dance music, techno, you know, just blues and roots sort of stuff. Now this is a really cool book. Andrew Stafford, who I've met, he wrote this book called Pig City. It's about the music scene in Queensland and just really cool stuff. Like, I didn't grow up in Queensland or anything like that, but just really cool to hear music stories from somewhere in our hometown. So if you can get a copy of it, I recommend Pig City by Andrew Stafford. Really cool book. I met him actually, and I'll do a future video for it one day, but he released a second book called Something to Believe In, which is also great, but more on that at a later time. Cool. Don't really know many of them. Speaking of Blues and Roots, there's a Blues and Roots Festival. Pretty cool lineup there. I didn't go to it, but would have if I could. The Donnas. I do like the Donnas. Not really. I don't think they're around anymore. I think they're sort of called it a day, which is sad. They're a cool rock group. And Mate and Guitar with Pat from Grinspoon there. Nice. Mate and Guitar. Pat Devon. Maiden, of course, are an Australian guitar brand. Eskimo Joe. Look how young they looked. Evermore. Crusty Demons. Frenzel. Already talked about them a fair bit on this channel, which is always a nice thing. Another one of my favourite bands. Grinspoon. I definitely saw them at the big day out. And another one of my favourite Aussie bands. Always just great live. I've never seen them play a shit show. Alright. Some more stuff. A lot of these things that are being advertised I don't even really know. TDK. There you go. She Had. New EP, Alive. In stores. She Had a great. The Hives, they're great. Hilltop Hoods, they're great. I don't know Honey Smack, so... I Killed the Prom Queen. Wow. This is a really good film. Dig. About the Brian Jonestown massacre and Dandy Warhols. It's a really cool snapshot of their careers. Really cool doco. Highly recommend. If you haven't seen it, go see it. There's Phil Jamison. So a couple of the Grinspoon guys getting some advertising in for AM Eyewear. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. I got a little bit of a soft spot for this film. You know, it's you know, a bit dumb, but it's just a lot of fun. All right, now over the page here. Electrocute. I believe the Donners, who a couple of pages back, they used to, before they were the Donners, they used to be known as the Electrocutes. I think. I could be wrong, but I don't know who they are, but cool. Mixmaster Mike, the Beastie Boys DJ. Turntablist. Alright. Jebediah. Kid Koala. Wimbledon. Wow. You get all sorts of interesting advertisements in these as well. Le Tigre. I didn't see them because I didn't really know who they were at the time, but I would sort of get into them and get into a little bit of Bikini Kill as well. Kathleen Hanna there in the middle. She's very influential with the Riot Girl movement in the 90s. I was going to say the 60s then. And she's also married to Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys. I don't know if they were married at the time or if they... Because they're on the same lineup, so they might have already been married at the time. I couldn't really tell you. Little Birdie, they're cool. Now, unfortunately, some of the pages are a little bit loose. This program, I believe I had it in my pocket for probably the whole day, but it didn't hold up as well as some of my other programs, so it is falling apart a little bit, but still in pretty good condition considering this was, you know, over 16 years ago. Chemical Brothers. Galvanize is a great track. The music. Skateboarding. Bit of a Nirvana influence. Alright. Carl Cox. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Wow. Alright, now the lineups and the map here. That's Auckland. The Gold Coast. If you went, there they are. Sydney, there you go, for the Sydney Siders. My memory's a little bit more hazy of this on this one. So, we're definitely friends of Donna's, Eskimo Joe, The Hives. John Butler was awesome. I remember seeing a little bit of Spiderbait. So maybe I must have maybe I watched about half of John Butler, then moved to Spiderbait, or maybe I started at Spiderbait and saw John Butler. I know I definitely saw both. Definitely saw Grinspoon. Saw Slipknot. Saw System, which are amazing. Was sort of in the pit for System. Also saw Powderfinger, and definitely saw Beastie Boys. That was really cool little mix of bands there. Like, I just love how it goes from like heavy stuff to, Powderfinger, Beastie Boys. I think I didn't see Regurgitate. I would love to have seen them. I don't. Maybe the person I was with wanted to see Powderfinger, or maybe we were just wanting to get a good spot for Beastie Boys, so we sort of stayed near the main stage. But yeah, just looking across the other stages, there's so many other bands that I would have loved to have seen. Like, Wolfmother were just sort of starting out. Le Tigre, I would have loved to have seen. Butterfingers, they would have been at the height of their fame at that point. I think, actually, now that I think we did, after the Beastie Boys finished, the Boiler Room is obviously still going, so I think we did go to check out a little bit of the Chemical Brothers, now that I think of it. There's some other stuff there. Adelaide. Shit Happens. The energy drink. More shows for Perth. Looks very similar. There would be a few... I think there'd be a few changes. I think they would always have a few local bands from each town. Cog. That's a really great album. I didn't get into Cog until much later. But I really, I quite like Cog. That's a good record as well, if you want to check them out. Big Day Out posters. Cool. That'd be pretty cool to have, actually. Day can still get them. The Doors. The very first time in Australia. I don't remember this ever happening. Oh, they didn't play Melbourne. Maybe that's why. I probably wouldn't have gone to it at the time. I kind of got into the Doors a little bit later. Oh, the Polyphonic Spree. These guys and girls, look at how many members there are. Number one. I didn't see them, but I remember just hearing about them and just thinking, wow, there's a lot of people in that band. Cool. More Carl Cox. Regurgitator. Yeah. Powderfinger. Cool. There's Jay and the Doctor when they had their Triple J radio show. Rise Against, I've seen them a few times. Didn't see them this time though. But in years to come, I would go see them a lot more. She had. Awesome band. Slipknot. Same thing. The first time ever seeing Slipknot. I'd been a fan for about 4 or 5 years at that point. And finally got to see them. Spiderbait. Great live band. John Butler. Something's Got to Give single. Yeah, it's a great track. System of a Down. First time seeing them too, and they were really great. I remember, sort of being in the mosh pit and having people, crowd surf behind me, and I remember copping a few kicks to the head, which wasn't fun, but it's all part of the mosh pit experience. Wolfmother. I think this was before Wolfmother had really hit it big. They might have already had a bit of a reputation, but I remember, I think it was like 2005, 2006 that they really became a huge band. I don't think I might not have even known who they were at the time. I couldn't tell you for sure. Search some more stuff. There's a little piece about Regurgitator there. Cool. Butterfingers. Got to thank the partners, the people that make it happen right there. V energy drink. I feel like we've seen that before. More Durex. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Paintings from the mosh pit. That's cool. I feel like this has had a lot of writing in it compared to other ones, but that's it. 5 Cent. I remember 5 Cent. I remember the Virgin Mobile ads with him. Did he actually have a single? But yeah, very funny stuff. But there you go. That's the Big Day Out 2005 program. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do like what you see, please like and subscribe. I've had a few subscribers in the past week, so thank you for subscribing and for watching the videos. And yeah, if you can like and subscribe, that would be great. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.